In the ominous expanse of the stratosphere, a jetliner named Horizon Serenity soared gracefully above the clouds, blissfully unaware of the chaos unfolding beneath. On board, passengers gazed out of tiny windows, their eyes capturing the last glimpses of a world teetering on the brink. The captain, confined to the cockpit, received a grim message over the radio. Nuclear war had erupted on the surface below, a cataclysmic conflict that would reshape the destiny of nations. The announcement sent shivers through the aircraft as the passengers grappled with the sudden realization that they were suspended between the heavens and an impending apocalypse. The flight attendants, trained to maintain composure in the face of adversity, moved silently down the aisles, offering reassuring smiles that failed to conceal the shared unease. Passengers, connected by a collective sense of vulnerability, exchanged glances filled with a mix of fear and resignation. As the jetliner continued its ascent, the captain made an unprecedented decision. Rather than diverting away from the unfolding crisis, he chose to climb higher, seeking refuge above the atmospheric turmoil. The Horizon Serenity pierced through layers of clouds, leaving the turmoil of humanity behind. In this elevated realm, an unexpected phenomenon occurred. The supernatural forces, stirred by the tumultuous events below, cast an otherworldly glow upon the jetliner. A celestial curtain of iridescent light enveloped the aircraft, shielding it from the ominous shadows that clung to the surface. Inside the cocoon of ethereal radiance, a peculiar calm descended upon the passengers. The air within the cabin shimmered with an otherworldly luminescence, and a sense of detachment from the terrestrial chaos pervaded. Some passengers, drawn to the windows, witnessed surreal displays of celestial colors dancing across the heavens. The flight attendants, their uniforms bathed in the radiant glow, transformed into ethereal guides, ushering passengers into a shared realm beyond the immediate dread of the nuclear conflagration. A strange unity emerged among those on board, as if the veil of the firmament had bestowed a temporary reprieve from the stark realities below. The jetliner, now a luminous speck against the canvas of the stratosphere, sailed above the remnants of a world consumed by its own destructive impulses. As the last vestiges of nuclear fury dimmed beneath the Horizon Serenity became a vessel traversing the celestial seas, carrying its passengers into an uncertain, yet strangely hopeful, future. As the Horizon Serenity continued its ascent through the celestial expanse, the passengers began to notice peculiar changes within the aircraft. The air itself seemed charged with an otherworldly energy, and a soft hum resonated throughout the cabin, like the whisper of unseen cosmic forces. Seated by the window, a young girl named Amelia felt an inexplicable connection to the mysterious radiance surrounding them. Turning to her parents, she uttered words that sent a collective shiver through those nearby. "Can you hear it breathing?" "I can." Her parents exchanged perplexed glances, their eyes reflecting the same bewilderment felt by everyone aboard. As if in response to Amelia's observation, the hum in the air morphed into a rhythmic pulsation, akin to the heartbeat of the cosmos itself. Passengers, captivated by the enigmatic symphony, listened intently. It was as if the very fabric of the firmament responded to their presence, weaving a tapestry of sound that resonated with the pulse of the universe. The darkness of the nuclear-ravaged world below became a distant memory, replaced by an ethereal journey into the unknown. In this surreal communion between humanity and the celestial forces, the passengers felt a peculiar sense of reassurance. The fear that had gripped their hearts was replaced by an inexplicable trust in the unseen guardians of the firmament. The jetliner, now an emissary between worlds, sailed through the cosmic currents with an unspoken purpose. As the luminous cocoon of radiance intensified, the passengers became aware of a profound transformation occurring within themselves. Memories of the turbulent past began to fade, replaced by visions of a harmonious future, where the scars of human conflict were healed by the celestial energies. The young girl, Amelia, stood up and walked towards the front of the cabin, her movements guided by an unseen force. The flight attendants, now ethereal guides in this celestial odyssey, smiled knowingly. Amelia's parents followed, their steps synchronized with the pulsating rhythm of the cosmic heartbeat. Together, passengers and crew embarked on a journey beyond the boundaries of earthly existence. The veil of the firmament, once a shield against imminent destruction, now revealed itself as a portal to a realm where mysteries unfolded, and the threads of destiny intertwined with the cosmic tapestry. And so, as the horizon's serenity sailed into the enigmatic depths of the celestial expanse, the passengers embraced the unknown with a collective sense of wonder and anticipation. The winter snowstorm of uncertainty had given way to the luminous dawn of a new cosmic era, where the boundaries between humanity and the supernatural blurred into an eternal dance of celestial harmony. In the heart of the dense, foreboding woods, where the trees whispered secrets to the wind, a group of curious children stumbled upon an ancient mystery, an ominous well hidden in the shadows. The air around it seemed to thicken with an otherworldly presence, urging the children to uncover its secrets. The well, weathered by centuries of silent existence, stood as a silent guardian of the enigma that lurked below. An old, rusted ladder, worn by time, beckoned the children to venture into the abyss. The depths of the well seemed to swallow the sunlight, casting an eerie gloom that danced with shadows. The group of intrepid youngsters, fueled by a blend of curiosity and trepidation, decided to descend into the unknown. As the first child placed a foot on the creaking rung, a shiver ran through the forest, as if nature itself recoiled at the intrusion into the well's secrets. With each step down the ladder, the atmosphere grew more oppressive, and a distant, haunting murmur echoed from the unseen depths. The air became dense with the scent of ancient earth, damp and pregnant with the weight of forgotten tales. As the last child descended, the world above seemed to fade away, replaced by a realm cloaked in perpetual twilight. Strange, phosphorescent moss clung to the well's walls, casting an ethereal glow that revealed cryptic symbols etched into the stone. The children pressed on, driven by an inexplicable force compelling them to explore the subterranean realm. The deeper they went, the more the shadows seemed to come alive, whispering secrets only the well had heard over the ages. Suddenly, the ladder vanished behind them, leaving the children with no choice but to continue their descent into the heart of the supernatural abyss. The ancient well, a gateway to realms beyond comprehension, held within its depths the mysteries that had eluded humanity for centuries. As the children ventured further, the darkness coalesced into elusive forms, shadowy entities that flitted through the subterranean gloom. Each step was a dance with the unknown, as the whispers of the well guided them towards an ancient revelation. The journey led them to a cavern bathed in an otherworldly luminescence. In the center, a spectral figure awaited, a guardian of the well, its eyes gleaming with the wisdom of ages. The children, now initiated into the secrets of the shadows, absorbed the knowledge that transcended time. With newfound understanding, they ascended from the depths, leaving the well to resume its silent vigil. As the ladder reappeared, the children emerged from the woods, forever changed by the encounter with the supernatural. The deep, dark well in the woods retained its mystery, but now its secrets were shared with those who dared to descend into the shadows, a pact forged between the living and the enigmatic forces that lingered in the ancient abyss. The children emerged from the depths of the well, their eyes reflecting the profound knowledge bestowed upon them by the shadows below. As they stepped back into the forest, the woods seemed to acknowledge their newfound enlightenment, leaves rustling in a subtle chorus of approval. The group of children, now bound by a shared secret, felt a connection to the ancient well that transcended the boundaries of their ordinary lives. The supernatural whispers lingered in their minds, a constant reminder of the pact forged in the subterranean realm. Days turned into weeks, and the children found themselves drawn back to the woods, guided by an unseen force. The well, though hidden, exerted its influence over them, inviting them to delve deeper into the mysteries of the supernatural. As the children returned, the forest greeted them with a sense of anticipation. The shadows, once enigmatic, now seemed like old friends, weaving tales that only the initiated could comprehend. The luminescent moss glowed brighter, illuminating the path to the well, as if it recognized the returning seekers. The children descended once again, their steps synchronized with the pulse of the subterranean world. The guardian awaited them in the cavern, its spectral form exuding a timeless wisdom that transcended mortal understanding. In the heart of the cavern, a pool of liquid darkness reflected the ancient symbols etched on the walls. The children approached, and as they gazed into the abyss, visions unfolded. A tapestry of forgotten histories, untold fates, and the interconnectedness of all things. The well became a gateway to realms beyond imagination, a conduit for the supernatural to reveal itself. The children, now intermediaries between the earthly and the arcane, embraced their roles with a sense of reverence. Whispers of forgotten lore echoed in their minds, guiding them towards a destiny intertwined with the shadows. Word of the children's communion with the well spread through the woods, reaching the ears of those attuned to the mystical currents of the forest. A select few, drawn by the allure of ancient knowledge, sought out the hidden well, eager to partake in the communion with the shadows. The woods, once a mere backdrop to the mundane, transformed into a sanctuary of the supernatural. The children, now stewards of the well's secrets, became the guardians of a mystical haven where the boundaries between reality and the unknown blurred. Generations passed, and the pact with the well endured. The whispers of the abyss continued to guide those who sought the mysteries hidden beneath the surface. The ancient well, an eternal conduit to the supernatural, remained concealed in the heart of the woods, its secrets shared only with those willing to descend into the shadows.